guys? This is Tony with Tony's Fresh Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the Fluke iSee TC01A camera. Upon unboxing, you're going to get the actual camera. It comes in a little small box. This camera is actually very, very small, which is pretty cool. It makes it kind of unique. It's very lightweight. You'll notice a pretty nice lens on it as well. Compared to some of the other cameras out there, this lens is definitely pretty sharp. The back of it is this. It definitely feels very firm, you know, compared to some of the other cameras, and the small compact factor is pretty cool. Also inside the box, you'll find a nifty leather case with a carabiner that you can clip on your belt. I do find this helpful. You can clip this onto your pants loop, even if you're not even a pants loop, but even your pants if you don't have a loop or anything like that. It does hook up nice. I suppose you could go to a keychain as well, and then you can close it in there. It is a little bit of a pain in the neck trying to pull it in and out of the case, but overall, you know, nice case to keep it in. So once you get it in there, it does fit in there nice. Getting it out, you kind of got to squeeze it up to pull it out. Now, one of the major issues that I find with this camera is that if you do want to, you know, connect it to your phone directly without any type of attachment cable, putting it in there, if it has a case on it, does not work. It doesn't even remotely push in. Some of the other cameras have a wheel where you can adjust and it pushes this pin out, so you can deal with this type of scenario. So if you do want to use this with your phone, unfortunately, it is a case off, or you need a different type of case. You cannot use, you know, the standard type of case with this. Overall, this camera takes fairly good shots. I'm not overly impressed with the quality of it. I think they could do a lot better. You know, it's pretty mediocre, the features that you'll get in this. And if you download the app, one of the most aggravating things about this camera currently is that there is only Celsius reading. Yes, you heard that right, only Celsius. It gives you the option in the app to try to change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and that is locked out. The developers do know about this. If you look at the comments on the iSee app, you will see that it is probably the #1 complaint and the reason why the app is so low rated. You know, most of the world uses Celsius, but obviously in the US it is not an extremely popular thing, and you know, for a guy that doesn't use Celsius all the time, the conversions can get quite annoying. The other downside to this camera is that it does not have any type of built-in reporting. You can obviously edit your shots with it. It does take the picture inside as well as the infrared, which I'll link a couple of pictures in here so you can see kind of what it looks like. But basically there is there's no reporting, and you know, the features are really just bare minimum. I don't know if they're in the process of just, it's a new thing and just being built, but for a camera like Fluke, who's, you know, one of the pioneers of this type of thing, I really don't think that it's well developed for, you know, what you would like to see for Fluke. In terms of price point, this guy came in currently over $400, so it just really, I honestly believe you can do much better. So if you're considering buying this camera and you're like me, who, you know, we use this for a lot of our electrical items, you're not going to be very happy with the features and, you know, the lack of reporting and stuff like that. And it also does not link with other Fluke apps, so that's another downside. So if you're thinking you're going to buy this and just use a different Fluke app, sadly you cannot do that currently at this time. So a lot of downsides with this camera. I mean, again, it is a very solid camera. I mean, I'm sure if you compared this to other cheaper cameras, the accuracy is there, but it's just really, you know, I mean, for that kind of price point, it should be much better. And also, you know, you need to have some sort of zooming in feature and all that, and it's very limited on this. Again, definitely I would look for something else if you're going to be using this as a professional thing. And if you're just an everyday average user, I can't see justifying that either on this, because it's just not there yet. So hopefully, you know, they'll continue to develop that. But as far as my review for this camera, I got to give it a thumbs down, folks. Actually, 2 thumbs down. That's it today for Tony's Fresh Reviews, and thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button.